Finally played Breath of the Wild. I've had it since Christmas. It's really good. I'm not actually going to do a review of it today. I'm going to do something different. So, to the show. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is CODENAMEBIGBEAR, or sure, if you want to call me by my first name. So, as I said in the cold open, I finally played Breath of the Wild. I've had it since Christmas, and I've played roughly about 120 hours or so since then, and obviously it's just now February. Now, I haven't actually finished the game. I'm actually on my way to fight Ganon now, but I'm not going to do a review, as I said. So it's actually kind of got me thinking about what I want to see in the sequel. There's quite a few things I would like to see in a sequel because this game is quite divisive with Zelda fans. I suppose kind of like Wind Waker back in the day with that art style, people just kind of like, oh, I don't want to play it. I was one of those, and I've since played Wind Waker again, and I've absolutely loved it. I think it's an amazing game, and it really holds up today. But that's not what I'm talking about. Now, the thing that is divisive about this game is its structure. It's fully open world. You don't have any dungeons. I get proper forest temple, fire temple, the Goron temples, or the water temples, all those kind of things. They're not really there. You have the divine beasts. The divine beasts are fine, but they're very samey. So you don't actually have any temples. You don't have any main temples within Breath of the Wild. You have the divine beasts instead. And the thing I found with the divine beasts was they're good. They're great puzzles. There's some really good things to do in there. But they're quite short. And I suppose you can add like the adventure getting there as part of the temple. But that's neither here nor the actual temples themselves. But they're very short. And the puzzles are, once you've done it, you've done it. And the bosses are easy, depending on the order that you've done them and how far into the game and how many hearts and stamina you have, so on and so forth. Throughout the games, the order that I did the Divine Beasts in was the healing thing, Mipha's heal thing. Then I got the shock holding thing from the ladies that are quite thick with 2 C's in this game. I mean, I swear, Shigeru Miyamoto was like, you know the women? Yeah, make them dick. It's ridiculous. Then I did the Goron. No, sorry. Then I did the Birdman. Got the Ritas. That Divine Beast, and then I did the Gorons as well. I kind of. Oh my god, that guy, the Rita guy. He's such an. I hate him. I hated him so much. But anyway, so we did those, and I found the last 2 bosses extremely easy in those. And that was a bit of a shame, really. And I also found the puzzles really, really easy as well. I suppose it's because I've been doing the temples so much, and I kind of figured out things to look for within the games. But it just wasn't all that difficult. The most difficult I had were with the first 2 Divine Beasts I played. I was in them for well over an hour and a half each, I think, just kind of figuring things out. By the time I got to the other ones, half an hour was done. So, yeah, first thing, more temples. Now, obviously with Breath of the Wild 2 coming out and having, like, potential underground stuff going on, maybe even with Age of Calamity, some spoilers for Age of Calamity, kind of resetting the timeline a bit, there might be more actual unruined Hyrule to deal with. So, you know, we might see something that way, which would be really, really nice. Another thing I would like to have is a bit more of classic music within Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, when you win Ocarina of Time, you start riding a Epona and you get that dun, 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 dun. You just kind of feel that hype up and you kind of riding your way through it. I barely rode a horse in this game because it didn't have that kind of epic Zelda feel. I didn't really feel like I was playing a Zelda game because the music wasn't there, even though it was, absolutely it was there. The music is beautiful in this game. But just feel like, you know, some more epic stuff. Maybe the Kuroko Village, not Kuroko Village, Village. You want the that never popped up. I was in forest and weird little mystical forest and I've not found it yet. Again, over 120 odd hours. And I didn't have the dun 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 kind of going on until I went to Hyrule Castle. And then had a kind of amalgamation of musics within that, which was getting nice, but I wish it was there in the main world of the game. And it was just one of those, like some little things like that disappointed me. Another thing, which is something that a lot of people hate, and that is the weapon degradation. I despise this in games. I really, really hate it. And it wouldn't be so bad in Breath of the Wild if the Master Sword didn't break. Now, the Master Sword isn't the be-all and end-all of weapons in these games. There's so many weapons that are much better than this game, this sword. But, I mean, come on, it's the Master Sword. It should never break. The fact that within game, you see it rusted and battered and almost destroyed, and then when you finally get it, you see it restore itself. It should just do that anyway. You know, it should. I know it has a restore function to it. It does that, but you have to wait 10 minutes. When I first broke the Master Sword, I realized I had to wait 10 minutes before I could use it again. I've barely used it since. You know, I've used it a couple of times, but I barely used it, and it really bothered me. Like, why would that sword be broken? Also, if they're gonna do weapon degradation, make it a bit more realistic. You know what I mean? Like, you know, have a stick last a couple of hits, fine, that makes sense. You know, and have it burn out quickly, kind of thing. But metal swords and metal weapons tend to last a lot longer than 30 hits. And I don't know, maybe have a sledgehammer not break, get any kind of damage towards actual rocks. You know, not rocks not damage it, especially if it's a steel sledgehammer, steel handle, things like that. Just little details like that just need to change. Also, it would be really nice if there wasn't 900 Korok seeds. Again, this is something that I was just having fun with, and I really enjoy it, don't get me wrong, I enjoy finding those things, and this is common things that people have heard. I know, I'm sorry about this, but it would be nice if there wasn't so many, or, you know, if there was just something else to actually find, as well as the Korok seeds, as well as, you know, at night time, a really cool pose were about, you know, from Twilight Princess. If pose were about, that would make sense. If there were more ghosties and things like that to do, that'd be really cool. This is actually the thing that I really want the most within Breath of the Wild 2, and that is anytime you make something, have a recipe book. You know, so for Link to kind of cook something up, and he's I made an egg tart, brilliant. And then you have to, you know, hit the screenshot to make sure you keep that if you don't remember it. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, it'd be cool if he actually wrote down the recipes he made these items with, so you can go, right, I'm going to try this. It will force you to look at things and experiment more with the cooking. Because in the end, I just kept going, right, I've got hearty radishes, I'm just going to cook 5 of those together and get all my hearts. I've got mighty pumpkins, I'm just going to all those to get my strength up, and that's pretty much all I used in the cooking side of things. And again, I know that's kind of silly, and I know the whole point is experimenting, but if I had a recipe book within game, especially with the Sheikah tablet, you could easily do that. It would be much more fun for me to do that. Seeing the recipe, Link writing this stuff down, and you know, being able to just go check things up instead of having to take pictures and go out again to look through your pictures that you've captured and find those recipes. It's just, you know. Now, this is something that I don't particularly care about when it comes to The Legend of Zelda, but it will be something that will be quite nice, especially kind of the way they've advertised Breath of the Wild 2, but maybe have Zelda be playable. It'd be nice. I mean, they've changed up the game so much with this one. Why not have Zelda be playable? And that way it will give, you know, people are crying out for a Link, or, you know, a female version of Link to happen. And I don't think that's necessary, to be honest. I think Link's the hero, and he's always going to be the hero. But you do have another character that is there, and she's, well, I assume by the end of the game, she's now free and be able to be played as, you know, especially considering I've seen the trailer. You know she's out there with a fancy new haircut. Why not play as Zelda? Get the choice. You can play as Link or Zelda. And then you've got 2 slightly different stories going along there. And you can have something really cool, especially if they're reusing assets as well from this game. It'll be a little bit easier for them to do that and merge these 2 stories going forward. And also maybe not have like Epona behind a paywall. You know, the legendary horse that Link rides. That annoyed me. Really annoyed me. Okay, nice quick rant for you. It was a very short video today, but those are just a few things that I would like to see in Breath of the Wild 2. And yeah, after playing the first game, I again fully recommend everyone playing it, but really stick with it. Try and find the memories and try and experiment with weapons and really explore the world. That's what's engrossed me into this game. And I really don't like open world games. You put me in an open world game, I get bored quite quickly. But I've sunk 120 hours into this, and I still want to go back and finish it. But I don't want to finish it because then it's over. And just this game is really good. Is it the best Zelda? No, it's not the best Zelda at all. Is it Zelda I've played the most? Yes, 100%. I played this the most. I will talk about that at some point in the future. But we have over 500 videos here on YouTube. We have tons of stuff on our website as well. Loads of news or gaming news coming over every single day. We have Let's Plays from Lance and Luke and Javier. All sorts of stuff coming at you as well. So check it out. Like, share, subscribe, comments below. And most of all, don't forget to be nice to each other and have yourself a nice day, yeah?